It's been a hard couple days, but we finally made it to the Natch. Is this ready here? Sorry guys. We made it to the Natch. What a remarkable view, holy moly. We are gonna have lunch at this campsite that overlooks the Narrow going into the river here. So come along with us for some lunch. We're gonna have some Lipton sidekicks. Campsite at the Natch. This is the whole reason I wanted to be here. Here's the campsite. This is actually supposed to be our site for the night. I reserved to be here for 2 nights. Last night we decided to stay at the cabin, as you know if you've been watching, and tonight we're actually not going to stay here either because we didn't make as much ground yesterday. I'm going to try and make up some ground today, maybe cause for an easier day over the next 2 days. Here's another reminder, guys, of why you don't mess with rapids. Wow.
Trying to see if I can find the latest signature, like the date for this, like the...
Oh, people are signing it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure that's the back half that's been unfolded and...
Can you tip it?
Sure, if you want. You want help? Cool. 2018.
Yeah.
So it's been here for a while.
14.
Whoa.
I don't see anything that predates 14.
No. There's some stuff there. 2011.
Yeah. This could be the rental.
Petawawa. Becca. Does that say Becca? B-E-C-C-A?
Petawawa. Yeah, back. Just gonna go put my boat in the water.
Yeah? Let me know how that goes for you.
There you go.
We're on our way to find the Natch Lookout Trail. It's an unofficial trail. It's not on the Algonquin Park map, but it's on the old Jeff's maps. So we're not sure if it's even a trail. If it's not a trail, it'll be the second thing we went looking for on Jeff's maps today that wasn't there.
This looks like it's gonna wind around. We might get to the trail, but I think right there, that is the trail entrance.
Yeah, I think that looks like a possible place to take out the canoe too. It looks more so like one than anything else we've saw. Somewhere up this hill, there's a spring. We'll have to find that too. This may be the trail. This may not be the trail. It looks like it's the trail, and it looks like there's a spring right ahead of us on this black line. Let's go see.
I stopped moving based on what looks like it's...
Well guys, I think I'm gonna put you down for a minute so I can climb this next one. Come up quite high already in elevation. So I think that we are definitely on the right trail, but if you see here, it gets a little narrow. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I got this GoPro in my hand. I don't have both my hands. I'm just, I want to end up like one of these boats we've seen on this river. So I'm gonna back out of this trail, head back down to the boat. So you probably can't see this at all, but Greg made it to the top. Unreal. I can see his orange shirt from here. Wish I had a good camera. We left the Natch. We're not going to camp here. We're going to see if we can make it to Schooner Rapids. It's still pretty early in the day. It's probably only a couple minutes after 2 o'clock. So we're going to see if we can make it to Schooner Rapids today, and then that'll just cut our day down tomorrow nicely. And that's that. So we'll check in with you later on. Got to straighten out a little more. Okay, let's go. Found a rock in it. I think we damaged it. What? Something happened? What? This is me draining out the canoe. So another misadventure of Greg and Jay. We tried to do the little rapid, if you want to even call it a rapid. We bottomed out the canoe. The bottom of the canoe actually doesn't look anything wrong, but the inside of the canoe. And now we're debating whether this even happened when we bottomed out or we're just noticing it now. I'm thinking that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Deer's been catching underneath there. It's been slamming.
The campsite, the first campsite at the Schooner, if I'm saying it properly, Rapids. This is the takeout. Our boat didn't seem to take on any water for that last canoe. We'll see how we feel tomorrow about attempting more of these rapids. But now we're going to try to get to the second site on this stretch here. So it finally gave out. I don't know if Gorilla Tape's going to fix this problem. What it's resting on.
Yes, sir.
You want to be the presser or the screwer? You do the presser?
Yeah.
Go on this side first, but you're not covering the hole. Is there a way?
Too much, too high, too low?
It looked like it was too far away. You good?
Yeah.
You pressing tight?
Yeah. Did not find the other screw.
This is what we've come up with. A nail from the tree to a piece of wood to some tape and hope for the best. And that's home. You probably can't see this at all, but there's a bear over there. You can see it kind of moving. It's my first black bear ever. Yeah. Tonight for dinner we are having backcountry shepherd's pie, dehydrated beef, dehydrated vegetables, and packaged potatoes by the fire, by the river. It's been a good night. It's about 7:30 on Friday morning here. I'm up before Greg went and got the food down, went and got the pots and pans and everything. I just started packing up my gear inside the tent. I'm going to wake Greg up now. We're going to have a coffee and hit the road this morning. We got a really big day ahead of us. We're trying to get 6K of portaging, maybe it is done. We want to get all the way to McManus Lake today, or as close as possible, so we can end the trip a day early and head out of here on Sunday instead of Monday. So stay tuned, it's going to be a big day. And if you've made it this far into the video, why don't you give me a like and a subscribe? Thanks.
Okay.
We're just leaving Upper Schooner. Couldn't find the trail, so we had to put the boat in at a campsite, and I see the next stretch of whitewater ahead of us. Hopefully we can paddle it because there's no portage that's visible. So stay tuned for our today's misadventures. We're good, I think we're good. Turn the boat nose left. Turn the boat nose left, left, left. Found it. Okay, get the nose right. Okay, straight. There's the hydro lines. Try to go, oh, right. This is gonna get shallow, I think. Get the nose left. Okay, we're gonna try and go straight through. So we're at Lower Schooner. We decided we're gonna portage this instead of beat up the boat a little more. Greg's got that much water in the back. I ringed out about, maybe not quite that much, but I ringed a lot out of the front already. So we definitely are getting wet today apparently. We just finished the portage on Lower Schooner Rapids. It was about 1.5K. Took us about 40 minutes of portaging and then maybe 10 minutes of playing around at the put in. So we got a little bit of canoeing here before we hit 5 Mile Rapids. And then we're supposed to stay there tonight, but if all goes according, we're gonna go past there. Greg, we gotta go hard right. If all goes right, we'll stay past there, and it'll be a good night. We are at the 3,400 meter portage, 5 Mile Rapids. This potentially is our last portage of the trip, hopefully. So it's a big one. It's the biggest one of the whole trip. So we're gonna go to, or we'll probably have to take some breaks. Took a 15-minute break at the first site on 5 Mile Rapids. We're gonna keep going to the third site now, so 2 sites away from us, and we'll stop and have some lunch there. So I'll show you the trail if there's anything interesting. If not, we're just gonna power through till we get there. Second site on 5 Mile Rapids. Holy cow, the hill to get it here was deadly. Oh, I gotta stop. Okay, watch your step. You okay down there?
Yep.
That was, I'd say, the biggest hills on our trip. That was the last hills before you get to the second campsite at 5 Mile Rapids. I'm still out of breath from it. We did it once with just our bags, had lunch. We didn't record none of that. It was just such a hard trail that you just had to sit down and relax. So we had lunch. We went back and got the canoe, as you saw. We're done about 50% of this trail, I want to say. So we're not, we're getting a little more realistic on where we may be sleeping tonight, opposed to trying to make it to McManus or Smith. So, but we'll see. It's still fairly early, so we'll see how we feel come later on. We're on 5 Mile still. We're there's definitely the fourth and fifth campsite are definitely not off this trail. There's nowhere to get water on this trail except the second campsite. I seen that. I was looking at it when we were walking. There's nowhere to get water after the second campsite. So if you're watching this and you're going to run this, you may want to get some water at the second campsite before you can continue on your trip. Also, the river has been extremely flat. Greg's probably swearing at me while he walks that we could have paddled it, but we didn't. We are on Whitson Lake. A lot of the campsites were taken. We technically don't have a permit to be here tonight. We're just trying to get ahead of schedule since it was a hard trip. So we're headed to the portage from Whitson to Whitson to Smith. Hopefully there's something maybe on Smith. If not, maybe we'll have to stay on the portage. We'll see how it goes. We're at the rapid, if you want to call it that, between, this is the rapid, so it's not much, between Whitson and Smith Lake. All the sites on Whitson appeared to be taken. We found this site here. It's up a giant incline, but so be it. It's home for tonight, and tomorrow we get to our car. I'm very good at going home. You want to grab both of our bags, get them under here? It's getting late now, so I'm going to collect some firewood and maybe start dinner shortly. This is how you do backcountry Thanksgiving. We have a can of turkey, a package of potatoes, dehydrated corn, and some gravy, and some stuffing. Sunday morning here on the Petawawa River. It's going to be our last day. We're not going to stay Sunday night. We are going to paddle through Smith Lake, paddle through McManus Lake, and we are going to go home today. It's been a good trip. Last night we got some rain, but today it's not too bad. So that's basically it. We got to paddle to the car and get out of here. For this trip I brought 2 pairs of shoes, so I've been doing my daily runs in these hiking boots, which are been drenched since day one because I walk in the lake with them. It doesn't bother me, I just go in the water. So this is the last time I have to put my wet boots on. They haven't been dry since we got here. I'm excited for that. Just want to show this view one last time because it is incredible. So we're paddling across Smith Lake right now, going into McManus. This is the first day we had to paddle in actual rain. It's not coming down too bad right now, but it looks like it's going to get worse and worse. So we're trying to make a good distance, good speed. So we probably won't be checking back in until we get to the car. We're here, McManus Access Point. It was a grueling trip of ups and downs, and we're finished now. Whew. Thanks for watching. If you've stayed the whole way, give me a like, maybe a subscribe. We really appreciate it, and stay tuned to see what we do next.